Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you here today. We're Friday. It is my day off. I honestly slept until 10 o'clock in the morning. I couldn't believe it. Today is WrestleMania Eve. It is hard to believe with the 2-day WrestleMania affair. Today would kind of normally be the day that I knock out, a string of videos hyping up WrestleMania 36 and, how big of an affair this is going to be and how much each and every match means something. I honestly don't think that this year's WrestleMania really has much of any appeal to me whatsoever. I'm kind of on the fence if I'm even going to watch Saturday's show. Maybe I, watch Sundays, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? I don't know. The one match that kind of really gives me the feels more than anything else is the John Cena versus Bray Wyatt match. I don't know which night that match is actually going to be on. I know there's some, pictures coming out. They haven't really come out with match cards for each and every day, but they are putting out WrestleMania posters basically Saturday nights, and it has this guy on there or that guy on there, and then the other poster has the other guys on there. But the one thing about the John Cena match that you kind of have to put into thoughts is how many of these is John Cena really going to be doing from here on out. Each and every year, maybe he doesn't get to be a bigger star in Hollywood, but he's getting more and more movie roles. He just had the Family Fireman movie come out. He was in the Mark Wahlberg movie. He had Cock Blockers. I think the Fast and the Furious movie was going to be probably the biggest jump that he had. Oh, he also had that Transformers Bumblebee movie that he got some pretty good reviews in it. But, if Fast and the Furious would have came out, I mean, this WrestleMania probably would have came out at the peak of his appeal, and I think it only would have been bigger and bigger roles from there. And my guess is that if he's in Fast and the Furious 9, more than likely, that they would have defeated the evil person controlling John Cena, and he would have joined the family and would have been in Fast and Furious 10. And I don't know if that would have been the last one, but if you're in 10, more than likely you're going to be in 11, 12, 13, and that's just the gift that keeps on giving in Hollywood, because the Fast and the Furious movies kind of seem like there really is no end in sight. But it's kind of weird that we're going to have to wait for a year for that one. But if you go over the last few, WrestleManias, WrestleMania 30, he had the match against Bray Wyatt where he got the win. WrestleMania 31, he had the match against Rusev. Both of those WrestleManias, Cena wasn't really featured in main event roles. He was kind of featured against up-and-coming, those fringe mid-carder to main event slots where I think if he would have lost both of those matches, Bray Wyatt and Rusev would mean more to the WWE today than they do as of right now. From there, WrestleMania 32, Cena was coming off of injury. He ended up making an appearance with The Rock and sort of throwing the Wyatts around the ring. WrestleMania 33 is where we finally saw Cena versus Undertaker. And that was like a 2-minute long match where just basically Cena hyped it up that this is the match that he really, really wanted. And Undertaker just came out and just killed him. I mean, that's just about that. I don't even know if Cena got a moment of offense in on the match, and maybe that was to sort of save Undertaker or what it was. Maybe because of some sort of movie thing, he wasn't able to actually do it. But other than that, I mean, the last Cena thing that I can really think of is when he came down as the Doctor of Thugonomics at WrestleMania 35 with Elias. So I guess I'm missing at WrestleMania. But what I'm trying to get to is that each and every year it seems like they're just kind of plugging Cena in like not real matches. And this is the match that, he came in, he gave time to WWE. If all this, coronavirus stuff wasn't going to be going down, we would be seeing this as kind of as a bigger deal than it is as of right now. Is this going to be Cena's last WrestleMania match? Maybe it's not Cena's last WrestleMania. when he goes off to make, more and more movies. I think he's always going to have that place in his heart for Vince McMahon and the WWE and the fans of the WrestleMania, WWE Universe and all that jazz. But I don't really see him coming back, and having that one more big main event run of being WWE champion. I think he just sort of does this as a side project to give back. He knows that the money's going to be there, and just rolls around in it. It'd be a shame if this is Cena's last one, but yeah, you got to close your eyes and remember, WrestleMania 19. Cena was on the pre-show rapping against Jay-Z and I think Fabulous, and I think he had a few other, sort of rap standees there. WrestleMania 20, he defeats Big Show for the United States Championship. WrestleMania 21, he defeats JBL for the WWE Championship. I think so. One or the other belts that he won first, but that was a long freaking time ago. And even for a young guy coming to the business at that time, that's a really long career for anybody to have in the WWE, especially at the high sort of main event role that Cena had for so long in WWE. You got to be thinking in the back of your mind, is this Cena's last match? I think all of us kind of have thoughts about this match, what they're going to do. Do you really see Cena losing at WrestleMania? It's something that they don't really do that much. But then again, Bray Wyatt, he was looked at as probably one of the hottest characters in WWE. He, won the championship and then lost it to Goldberg before WrestleMania to set this match up. And do you really see Bray Wyatt, he's kind of at the peak of his popularity, losing to John Cena at WrestleMania when we all know that Cena's probably not going to be around at whatever the pay-per-view they do is after WrestleMania. It used to be Extreme Rules. I'm not quite sure what it is now, but, it's a big one. Cena's last match, maybe. We'll see what goes down at WrestleMania. My thoughts is I hope that Cena gets the win. Also in the back of my mind, I hope that Cena's helping out and setting up for the Superstars of Tomorrow, and maybe knows that he's not going to be on Raw. He's not going to be, doing anything else from here on out, and he really doesn't need the win. That's not going to help the box office for his next movie that comes out down the road. So, we'll see what WWE does pull off at WrestleMania 36.